everybody, it's Dr. Nicole with Healing Hands, and welcome back. We are here today with Pamira Besman. She is just, I don't know, she's just a total rock star. We met, we totally clicked, right?
Yes, we did.
And so today we want to talk to you about something that is really near and dear to my heart. And we want to talk about how our children's health and even mental health is being impacted by the shutdown. So I'm sure as you have, I've been seeing many different videos and all kinds of things out there, and see some child psychologists saying that we're really creating a generation of what are now children that are going to grow up to be adults at some stage in the game, and we're creating a generation where their growth and development is being stunted due to the lockdown. So
Yes.
Can you speak to that?
Yes, it's very unfortunate that they're being affected in so many different ways. I mean, children, their primary purpose in life at this stage is to be social. There is nothing we can teach them that is more important than teaching them how to be happy, well-adjusted human beings. And the only way to do that is by them being a part of a happy, well-adjusted family, happy, well-adjusted circle of friends, and happy, well-adjusted tribe that is the larger community. And all of this has been stolen from them in the past several months. The family has been put under duress. A lot of families have lost their livelihood. They're struggling for financial situation. They're struggling for food. The conversations around the dinner table are very much about what's happening to the world, what are we doing with our family, how are we providing for our family. They don't have their friends. They're not able to have their regular play dates. They're not allowed to have their regular access to their social circles. And even when they do get together, there are now so many absurd requirements of them that now the new standard is, if you love and respect your friends, you keep your distance and don't hug them and don't touch them.
Right.
What are we teaching them? We're mammals. Mammals need to hug and touch.
Yes.
That completely soothes our body, soothes our nervous systems, adjusts our breathing, grounds us.
Yes.
Hugging and touching makes us human and helps us stay humane and healthy. Removing that is unnatural, and it can only lead to unhealthy situations. And we were talking about masks in another video, and the inability to see faces, that also creates a lot of anxiety in children, because they take a lot of cues from the facial gestures.
Do you believe that we are creating a generation that is perpetuating fear?
Yes.
A lot of fear.
Yes.
I think so too.
I'm afraid that this whole system is now sending the message that if you want to belong to society, you have to comply with these sets of new rules, even if they don't make sense, even if they make you uncomfortable, even if you can't breathe, put on your mask. Even if you want to talk to your friend, don't talk to your friend. Even if you want to hold your friend's hand, don't hold their hand. Constantly suppressing the natural and obeying a rule that is unnatural. Where will that take them? This mental damage that's being done is not going to be measured in the short term. This is going to be seen in the long term.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I believe it's being done.
I agree with you. I think we're going to see the fallout and the outcome of this in certainly a generation to come, in years to come, and I don't think it's going to be pretty.
No.
I agree.
And even for short-term problems, we're already seeing it. A lot of our children were not in the greatest mental health, psychological health to begin with.
We already have a psychological issue and mental health issue here in America with our youth. I would agree.
So now, unfortunately, those babies are now pushed over the edge. Suicidal thoughts, suicidal actions, isolation, depression, aggression, self-harm, harm to others. These are all actually clinicians are seeing it right now, and they've been seeing it for months. This started very shortly after the lockdowns. So this type of stuff doesn't take a very, very long time to show up. This is already showing up, and all these clinicians, these psychologists and psychiatrists have been screaming, and I've been working with a whole bunch of them on some lawsuits and getting their information, and it's really, really so sad what's happening. And unfortunately, the institutions that we trust are turning a blind eye on it because they are pushing a different narrative, and that's not their issue right now.
Right. And I think too, not only are they pushing a different narrative, but I think a lot of healthcare professionals are afraid to speak up.
Yes.
And because they do run the risk of, possibly losing their license if they're even telling the truth, and just losing credibility. And that's a huge thing, because that's somebody's livelihood. This is how these physicians are taking care of their families. And so the ones that are standing up, which there are a number of them coming up now, Primera, but for those people, I pray for them, and I pray for strength and wisdom, because they're coming up against a force to be reckoned with. But
yes. So let's send that prayer out to all of the ones who are now hiding in their caves, pretending this will go away without them having to step up, because they took an oath and they need to really step up, because this is not going to go away by people complying. This is only going to go away by more people speaking the truth, and by more families and professionals and doctors and experts coming out. So I want to give that courage to everyone. It doesn't fall upon the shoulders of a chosen few. It's like we're no different than anybody else.
Right.
We're parents, we're professionals, we're educating ourselves, we're educating everybody else. I send a shout out to everybody. Please talk about these topics. If your child is suffering, talk about it. If you yourself are suffering, talk about it. In my immediate circle, in the past couple of months, we have seen a lot of mental issues, and thank goodness we were able to prevent some of the worst outcomes. But I know it's there. A lot of families are struggling with this, so please don't hide. Ask for help. Speak up. Connect with those who can help, and try to always awaken other people, because the more people that speak up, the sooner we're all going to get out of this nightmare together.
Yes. Exactly. Well, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on that.
Thank you.
And I'm going to tell you probably the quite opposite of what you've been hearing. Instead of separating yourself, I think we need to connect. We really need to connect. So, all right, guys, if you have any questions, you know where to go.